I can't. Oh, god damn it. This breaks so many things. um, oh, my Logitech hub didn't even load. What's going on here? All right. Yeah, we should be back. I need the new chat from the new stream on YouTube, which is annoying where it splits it up. I mean, well, we have no choice in the matter. I think on the Twitch end, I was quick enough that it's the same stream. I think. No. I wasn't. That's fine though. It is what it is. But yeah, let's see if we can load up the game. Also, load it like this. Sometimes it's one of the few issues I have, but luckily it's not that common. But then sometimes, sometimes it doesn't load all of the things it should at runtime. Or well, on Windows run. Yeah, let's load up the game again and go say hi again to Mike. Yeah, it's kind of unacceptable that they have that bug. It's just, guys, what are we doing? Don't fucking corrupt Windows memory. How do you break Windows with your game? It's fine. Yeah, let's actually let's close a few tabs. I have way too many tabs there. Yeah, this one's fine actually. It's named one is one of the more recent ones we touched. Actually, I did remove like that bounty one, right? Yeah, already ages ago. Have we had any special items since? No. I know this all is still the same. And all that to load up the game there. The annoying thing is as well, when it's in that state, it just has corrupted memory basically, and like even task manager doesn't even want to work. It's fine. It is what it is. Annoyingly as well, I'll have to deal with 2 VODs there. But yeah, definitely still Mike is still there. All that to check that. So these ones are timeless. We don't need to touch any of those anyway. Sort those and then timeline and then. So one of the ones actually that I want, although well, we need the in-game. Although we can already do the prep work for it maybe. The wrong text guide. There's definitely a weapon talent to be added here. Because they still haven't fixed up Streamline. Technically as well, we should add, I was thinking of adding in Heartbreaker to this as well, because Heartbreaker, actually wait, let's, it doesn't say amplifies, right? It says just weapon damage. But also we need the game to get the screenshots in. Is the wording actually what plus 1.1% damage, not just weapon damage? But yeah, definitely the other one is, because yeah, Streamline still has its wording. Let's add this in just as a segment, but talents. You just need to find the wording of it. And then what it is actually I'm a striker. And the verdict is not wrong text, but ambiguous. Should clarify, amplified, that it is a separate multiplier vis-a-vis, I think. Yeah, so that, and then you'll add the end here as well. None of these have been fixed yet as well, right? Actually. Oh, this legend, yeah, it's legend in here. Stream. Actually, we'll also do it like this, because that's how we do it with the other ones. Yeah. Yeah, let me catch up here. I need a Marin. I need there's this gym. I need there. It's PK. I need a cap. No, once maintenance is finished, planned wise in like 2.5 hours. If they go the full duration. But we'll have to see if they do go the full duration. Because last time they didn't. They might go longer than the full duration. But yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, they announced it with a 5-hour expected time. We're now 2.5 hours into that. So Is it a maintenance day? Yeah. They're doing basically an emergency one. Not per se emergency in this case, but for the XP, the event XP. So because this is not a regular maintenance. We didn't have a regular maintenance this week. But the XP from the event in groups, you would get basically, yeah, you would just do one mission and it would be done. Which, you know, some people would have preferred it to stay that way, but honestly, I don't mind it just being as intended. So that it is actually a thing to do instead of just doing 2 missions and being done with it in group settings. But yeah, I was given a lot, way too much event XP if you were in any group setting. Open talents. You know what? Maybe we also take a minute here and just clean these up. I feel. Yeah, streamline. Otherwise, we can already do the text for this one. States actually is when no skills are in use or bold in this part. As any skill being used or deployed also disables the bonus, the talent. It was worded this way as well. It's worded in the patch notes of the season. It was also explained as working this way, but the in-game text never got changed. Oh, well, we can just actually go wrong text. So later on we'll need to fill these in. I should put this at the end there, just so I know we're working on it. Yeah, basically, so just the sent one, and then just these two, just the in-game pictures for it. Okay. Yeah, let's go start getting. I need these two for the thumbnail in a second, or well, in a second. I'll likely do that after stream. Actually, make the thumbnail. Because also for that, I need the game just to make a screenshot real quick. Should have actually made a screenshot yesterday while we were in Coney. This video done processing. Also, yeah, new player, new YouTube player. Today I saw. I wonder if they're just rolling that out. But yeah, they are. Yeah, let me catch up here. So let's keep the live. Any game needs maintenance. If we're here just to bitch about maintenance, like go somewhere else. Yeah, okay. Sometimes stuff needs to be fixed, but also games need maintenance. Like there are games that are much worse with their maintenance. I've played Eve for years, daily maintenance on on the same time every time. Yeah, no. But yeah, if a patch needs to go out, the servers need to go down. And the uptime on the game is way higher than the downtime, which is, even something a lot of games can't actually. Some can't, but yeah. If you're just here to do quips, go to Reddit or something. I'm not the person to try that with. Nate Hamilton. But between skills, it's slightly better. What do you reckon? I just want to set the skill breakdown. I do actually already have an in-depth look into it. It isn't stronger. It can be in situations. It can be do more damage just because it can be charged up before Striker has a chance to get some stacks in because you don't even need enemies. But yeah, no, if at full blast, basically, and in a lot of places, Strikers can be just as full blast as tipping skills. Yeah, Strikers is a little bit ahead, but tipping skills is very competitive, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot I enjoy it a lot as well. And as well worth using. It's just, yeah. I don't even want to think about them. But yeah, the amount of idiots as well that I already know as well. They're gonna go like 5 hours just to do this one fix, as if like the fix is being typed in that time or something. Like, no, if the entire server park is going down, yeah, it's going to take a few hours to get it back up. Like that as well. In that same main time, if they get any downtime, they're going to actually, do the maintenance that the servers require, not per se like the game, but actually, server maintenance. Update everything, make sure everything's on the, latest approved drivers and everything. I mean, the thing is usually as well, it's just the loudest people. But yeah, just give them pushback, kind of like I do here as well. Like, if people are coming in here just to bitch about, like, impressive that they still haven't figured out how to keep their live service game alive, I'm just going to give them shit. Right? Like, just give them shit, let them know that it's, like, not okay to be like that. There's a maintenance going on. Nobody knew till this morning. They announced it basically this morning. Likely they had to fix, and then just they wanted to get this in. It also kind of concerns me because they might also it might break other parts, but we'll see. Anywhere on the bug that makes blue cores count as reds as well. There's a bug that does that. I haven't ran into that or even heard anything about something like that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes. This one actually, yeah, this one's kind of like unannounced. But also, yeah, they basically announced it like this morning that they're gonna do it now. I wouldn't expect any fixes outside of the status one. No, I mean, yeah. The thing is, there's plenty of bugs, yeah. I mean, still, even though, because I got shown, like, still ways for the Tinkerer to be double stacked and stuff, so. I'm wondering if it's maybe something like that or something. But yeah, that's anyways. I mean, they hope that as well. Like, it's not that they intentionally do those kind of things. But yeah, I'm hoping the merge on this is all correct and stuff, and we don't, for instance, get turmoil, for instance, suddenly going back to being weirder. So yeah, but we'll see. I'm actually in favor of them, yeah, fixing up that event XP and giving you, at least then. Because honestly, just having something to play for is kind of all I need out of the game most of the time. It's just, hey, give me something to grind for or grind towards, even if it's just like the event XP thing. You know what? Let's actually spend some time here. Seeing as we have some time. Let's actually, because all of these like neon green things, these are from PTS. PTS was a while ago. So let's maybe clean all that up. We know the final numbers. I can get the icons. Let's go get the icons. And yeah, let's maybe spend some time here. Talents. Yeah. It's actually... This won't take long. Because then as well, I can fix up the line work right away. These aren't white though, are they? Are they? No, I don't think so. I think this is that one gray, but I don't remember which gray it is. I think it's this gray. Oh, let's do white first. Oh no. Yeah, no, definitely not white. Is it this then? Yes. Not all of them though. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, let me catch up here for a second. Talking about this. Yeah, I was also kind of actually planning on jumping in. Yeah, let's do a refresh there. But yeah, didn't get the chance. The person lose their customer flash was so for a week. Well, first of all, it's not down every week, but also this is not mission critical. This isn't the services to like keep the ISS in the sky or keeps plane flying. This is a video game. But also no, like kind of for patch deployment and stuff. Like you can't do rolling servers here. This is not a web service or something like that. You could try to, and yeah, some games actually, some MMOs kind of have that where they do rolling services and stuff, but you're adding so much complexity on that end. Because if you are an IT professional, you know as well that if something isn't per se needed to be made extremely complex, like a rolling service where like they take down some servers, patch those up, and then move on to the next one, and then try to keep enough capacity for the player base that is there, and then you try to do the amount of complexity like that. Yeah, no. Fuck no. That's not how any video game is ever gonna do it, because maintenance is once a week, few hours maybe. For the Division, it's not even every week. Because we don't have maintenance every week. So yeah, no. If you're gonna try to double down on your statements, double fuck off. Like, honestly. Like just the development time to make a system like that would be like weeks. No video game is gonna spend the time to do that, and for good reason. Not even just like, oh, we should, but we won't. It's just like, no, that time is better spent on developing the game. For build, I mean, I like Eclipse a lot, but also I wouldn't just want to play Eclipse. For me, variety is actually the thing I like a lot. Jumping from video game or from, you know, basically in this video game, having multiple ways to play it. Just going from Eclipse to a Striker to a Tipping Skills to an Umbra to a Negotiator to a Hunter's Fury to a Mortar build to an, you know, Headhunter to a Tempest build to... That's what I like, just moving around. Even in other games, for instance, one of the things I like about Division is there is no classes, so we can just stay on a character and the kind of the gear is the classes. But because in other games as well, I would just play a lot of classes actually. Just, you know, level up another one and just kind of see what that one does. But that's also why I don't like classes in video games, because then that's kind of just forcing me to just make a new character just to get to end game for that class, and then to really experience it. Here we go to end game once, and then we just swap out gear. The gear is the build, or the gear is the class basically. So, but I do like Eclipse a lot. I do enjoy Eclipse in. But also, if I just played Eclipse, I would get bored of it as well. And weapon, well, yeah, it kind of depends, because some weapons, I mean, like, yeah, just, I like the FAMAS a lot. Just also, it kind of requires a little bit of learning the recoil pattern of it and stuff. But yeah, objectively, like Lexington is better. And some weapons have mechanics. Like I like Pestilence quite a bit as well, for instance. And its mechanic, like the mechanic and the way it works. I'm trying to work towards it. But also, for instance, Strega. I like Strega. Just for its mechanic, it's not good. Well, it is okay, but it's not like amazing. Then there's a triple dip. Yeah. All the dip. Bring all the chips and all the dips. Another hoots. What's cooking? Well, Mike's cooking. Mike's in the kitchen cooking it up as yeah, we have the servers being maintained, being cleaned up. But yeah, we're just sitting here kind of chatting it up and yeah, just actually, yeah, I was working on my own guides, but actually I'm now sidetracked with working on other people's stuff. But let's actually help out here, because I'm just gonna make an executive decision and just work on these stuff for a minute. First things first, I actually, like, I don't dislike that they don't do this, but because I feel they should. So I'm gonna put this there, and then 2 for now. So what date are we? 10 02. 225. Let's keep track of your progress. If you're gonna have a progress tracker or a change lag, make changes to your change lag. Yeah, let me get over here. I need their Dilzy. Is the vision down? Anyway, update. Yeah, so they're doing emergency patch for the event XP. The event XP was bugging out if you were in group. It would give you way too much, which, yeah, some people are gonna I'm expecting the bitching as well for, like, they took our XP, but actually I kind of I'm in favor for it because it'll give us something to grind for. That event is also not too hard to complete anyway, so. But yeah, it was like extremely easy to complete because you would just do like 2 missions or 3 missions in a group and you would be done, or a few countdowns and you would be done, which was not intended per se. So they're patching that up. So they're good with Pestilence. I wouldn't use it with Pestilence. Ongoing Directive works really well with Sadist weapon talent, so you kind of want to lean into that. Any of the exotics is kind of not too great for OD. But also, yeah, the Pestilence is not a status effect. It is a debuff, just in case for that as well. But Pestilence is an okay LMG, but that's not the place for it. I would much rather have Pestilence on a dedicated Lengmo build or even just on Striker. Retracting. Oh. They should send it, so then I just sent a message. Oh, no worries, but well, I don't know what the message was, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, triple tick as well, indeed. It's one of the ticks. But yeah, Pesty basically fits in a lot of other builds a lot more cleanly. Did they ever say the scope on the Elmo doesn't work like it used to? Was this intended? Hard to say if it's intended. It got changed with a bunch of other things that, like, they added a few scopes to a few things and then removed a few scopes from a few things. And Elmo was one of those. I remember from one of the streams when Elmo kind of came out that it was intended to have the scope, because they kind of even explained like the little side piece on the that is basically blocking the ejection port on it. That's supposed to be the scope, and like the gimmick of it was, it's not like a scope that you look through with your eyes, but it's like sending the scope. Or it's like sending the video feed of that. It's sending it directly to like the agent's contact lenses that they have, where the UI is and stuff. So, so originally it was likely intended, but they might have removed it with somebody going like, "Hey, this thing doesn't have a scope." Someone newer. But at the very least, yeah, currently it no longer has a working scope. Which, yeah. It would be nice if it did, actually. Again. That's damage of Striker Strikes? No. But Striker is a good build, and then Pestilence just works alongside of it. That's why also, yeah, the Lengmo setup is much more where you go for the tick, basically. I wouldn't per se say it's intended outright. Intentions are also kind of hard to gauge with you know, how little communicative it is. Yeah, but that's like, they made the change, but if it's actually what should be the case, I'm sure if they jump into the design doc for that thing, they'll might have actually different conclusions. Yeah, a lot of Pestilence, it works, and it works differently, so you can just oh, they added under a own fix. Okay. Yeah, well, then we at least know that for now it's gonna stay that way. That's also minor. Well, it's intended as the fix, but it's not. I would be curious if they actually, like, yeah, design doc wise. Just one fix. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like that. Yeah. Well, not per se accidentally. Like I could totally see somebody looking at the Elmo and going, "This thing doesn't have a scope. So it shouldn't have a scope." Which is actually the thing at the other way around. A lot of people would look at the Elmo and go like, "Wait, why does this thing have a scope?" Right? But also, yeah, it's kind of one of those minor things that it's, yeah. If you really need the scope, you just go to Lexington or just high ends. No person of it according to design. Yeah. Well, that's whoever wrote that should go fight whoever designed the Elmo, and then the winner gets to decide. But yeah, for the time being, it is what it is. Generally, as well, I don't per se care too much about intentions or whatever. It's just whatever it is currently. Is a Tempest screen in here? It is. Oh, actually, Shroud and Instigator too. And Tempest. Wait, where's Achilles? Oh, Achilles was already fixed up. Actually, wait, this is in alternating colors, right? So if I just does the Shroud have a reload speed mod? See what this idiot with his in-depth look has in his thumbnail. It doesn't have a. Oh yeah, it does have a 20% reload speed. Yeah, that's why it doesn't have this, right? So actually, how did they do this? What else has weapon handling? Elmo has weapon handling. 2.04. Okay. So let's just calculate this out. Because this is M700 carbon. And that is this number. I already forgot what the percentage of it was. 20%. There we go. You know what? Let's double check the bases, but I think they take those from here anyway. Shroud. 412, 516. 412, 516. Yeah. Okay. Instigator. No, yeah, Tempest. Okay. The rest of this would be custom on 44. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what we should do? Is that one red? Why are some of these red? Wait, what's for instance? Okay, so Wait, where were we? MMR. Round. Exotic orange. This one. There we go. Okay. Instigator is just that, and then Tempest. Let's actually first fix up the color. Should be since. Why are some of these like this but not others? Because this would also be D50. Also, this would not be this Desert Eagle. What the hell is going on here? This is called the D50. What? But yeah, for instance, here it doesn't have like in brackets D50. But also they're kind of in the package of the thing. So actually these are all kind of unneeded. Although, well, they're kind of needed between these. Oh, is that, but then that's also not consistent then. So in the places where it is just one weapon, or there's only one base weapon, it doesn't look to be, they don't add it, but then if there's multiple, they'll do it. But then, you know what, I'll just keep it consistent with that and not have this. 700, oh. What is this? What is this? Unformatted. Okay. 12. Which you have 100. Yeah. Base. Let the base drop. Is this only the stability mod, right? Yeah, let me catch up here for a second. Some kind of my old our creators will be rival division once the consoles. From what I've seen from our creators, more like, yeah, it's kind of like DZ gameplay more so, right? That's not what I play the division for, so I don't think that would. I don't think there's overlap there, at least for me. From what I saw, our creators like doesn't per se have builds and stuff, right? Like you can kind of put some gear together and there is some stats on the gears, but there is no like talents and stuff, right? There is no like build making in the sense of division. For me, that from what I've seen from that game, I'm not super knowledgeable of it, but yeah, that's. I don't think they're really in each. Like, yeah, both are third-person shooters, but that's about it. I feel between the two, they're not going for the same aura, basically. Struggle does have optic. That's also why it's weird that like that one is part of that same won't fix. mm. Is charging you. I mean, yeah. But on the other end, you also, yeah, just having the tick go around. And that's also one of the things with that. It's kind of the same as well with the turmoil, is that one of the same for negotiator. One of the big benefits there is also when you're hitting multiple enemies, damage-wise, you're also staggering them and stuff. Enemies will get staggered from pesty ticks, and also, for instance, yeah, turmoil going around and hitting them. And you'd be surprised, actually, if you look at footage, how often that saves you. Because, yeah, even an enemy you weren't really paying attention to kind of pops up, but then they get hit by, like, pesty stagger, and then and then kind of works out for you. Good. Sheets channel, indeed. We're playing Google Sheets. I've seen somebody make Tetris in Google Sheets. You can actually play in in Google Sheets. When the servers go up, the plan time is in like 2 hours. If they keep at their scheduled maintenance is 5 hours, so 2 more hours. I need a super retro. Press escape to touch grass. Well, press escape to have the game go into a weird state and have to reboot stream. More so. Yeah. Yeah. What they're fixing, their status fix is the event XP that was giving way too much unintentionally if you were in group setting. Yeah. Wait, I mean, I haven't used this. What is the, okay, that's literally on the screen there, nice. I'll always be in the game there, but 216. So it's 216. Well, actually, yeah, no, here we just take that, right? So yeah, just 216, although this is with the watch. So we just remove the watch. Divided by 1.1 or times 1.1 to 38. Actually, I shouldn't, because it needs to be in the same color as that. But yeah, Mikey Boy is in our way for the time being, so. And it varies. A maintenance, like, it's not that, you know, they take the servers down and then they just start typing. That's when the servers go down, they also do likely their other maintenances and needed upgrades to that. Because also, yeah, just for instance, the regular maintenance, it doesn't matter what the patch is. Everything has to go down and everything has to go back up. And they also have to, like, yeah, you know, just as much as you do Windows updates on your PC, servers need those too. But, and also 5 hours. So it's not even 3. But yeah, no, that's just like, it doesn't matter if it's one fix or a whole patch. Like, that doesn't matter for that timing. That's not how those things works. Like, if you go to the shops just to buy one thing, it's the same as just going and, you know, doing your normal groceries. Like, the time to get there and get back is the same, independent of like how much you get. Oh yeah, although this is one that they can fix and address, so sometimes you just also have to just fix whatever you can fix, and then like whatever you can't is fine. Simply isn't enough. Fix issues quickly, yeah. Actually, that's the guy, right? That's the guy that's doing the typing. The services are unavailable because Mike is busy in the background, just happen away, just. But also, well, we can use this time to just, at least on my end, to help out here a little bit. Actually, this should have like this. Actually, it should be like this. And then this should be 30. And then actually even this should be red, I feel. This can be white. And modded. Why are we caring about that? This is so inconsistent. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. I just want to go through this once and just clean everything up. But also I don't want to because I've got my own shit to do. This isn't per se my project. I just want to make it look good. Me too. Yeah. Let's start a petition to get more mics. Maybe Manuel can go help as well with his override, so they can manual override it. Although, I mean, everything's now vibe coded, right? It's just AI in the background. It's no longer even Mike. Mike got fired. He got replaced by just ChatGPT 4.0. It's in the background, just vibing away, just vibe coding it all up. This looks about right. Yeah, so wait, no more green, right? All green is gone. All green is gone. Yeah, here we already did it as well. Did soft spot have different values for, actually, yeah, let's fix this up. What is this color? That one. I know this should be like this. That's not the right color. Which color was it? The second one. No, right? This doesn't have different numbers for PvP. No, because why would the talent centered around weak spots even have a PvP component difference? Does this rest look right? Yeah. Okay. So names. Yeah, that would be nice to have access to the game. For, let me actually see. Although Achilles, why did they really need to stop reusing names? Because if I'm gonna search here for Division 2 Achilles, guess what actual and like what gonna pop up in image search? just the other Achilles, the one I'm not looking for. Yes. Let's do this and this. And just this line work. Also, I feel at some point they need to drop this DLC thing. It doesn't serve a function. It doesn't serve a function anymore. It doesn't serve a function anymore. There was a function to it in the past where some items were gated behind having Woni, but that is no longer the case. I feel that whole thing can go. Well, thank you very much. Although, yeah, keep in mind this one, I'm just helping out on this one here and there. Usually I just come in because sometimes they don't have, well, they take too long on some stuff, but that's also just honestly that, you know, life gets in the way, understandably. So I sometimes help out here. But yeah, this one's other people's bread and butter. Yeah, actually we do have perfect soft spot. Let's add that in. It's technically a different icon. Oh yeah, let me actually wait. Let's go here in the background. I'm just gonna quickly revision to Achilles. Could go to my own PTS video maybe actually. Yeah, it's just all Achilles pulse. God damn it. Oh, you're 7 season 2. Thoughts and prayers. No. Yeah, likely in here. Behave in this way. Oh, shut up, me. I want the flavor text of the Achilles. That's all I want. Scroll up. Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Out of every place it could have hit, Outcast Crusher. You know what? I can do this. Now we can copy it. Yeah, let me catch up here for a sec. Do you think Division 3 be like? It's gonna be a card game. There's a long tradition. Actually, it's weird that this is actually a thing. But yeah, the third or fourth game in the series quite often ends up being a card game for some reason. Just shit happens. So, but yeah, we're still so far away, and it really depends on what it becomes and stuff. Because even, you know, if it is Division just by name, but not by gameplay, because Division 1 and 2 have a very set kind of game that they are. They're basically a third-person shooter that is trying to be an ARPG/MMO kind of thing. If they go in a different route, yeah, I wouldn't care. Like, I like the game. I don't per se just care about the franchise. It needs to be kind of a similar game with builds, with kind of the same style of things. I wouldn't expect anything for, like, PvP is also just a smaller component of the game. But plenty, I would say nothing but skills. For instance, I wouldn't consider him just PvE. He's not as hardcore of a PvPer as some, but even Tickle has, you know, has PvP here and there. So, Tinker Masks. Well, they haven't fixed it now. They have said they fixed it, but there's still other. They fixed several ways. So each time that they've said it, some stuff has been fixed, but it's been breaking in like dozens of ways. Are the servers back up? Well, let's go check. Let's click press space to continue, but likely not. Servers, the scheduled maintenance was 5 hours. We're now almost we're 3 hours 15 minutes, so another hour 45 if schedule. Big if. So a story-driven game with light RPG. Here, let me put out a rumor there. It's going to be a reskin of Final Fantasy VI. There. Keener's going to turn into... I forget the evil guy's name. And we're going to get mechs. Actually, yeah, let's put that. There's going to be mechs in Division 3. There. Sorry. I broke my NDA. It's a mech game. There's going to be... Yeah. There's going to be a billion rumors about things. But yeah, no, I wouldn't expect Division to go story-driven. Like, it's always going to lean more towards the live service kind of stuff, I would expect. Especially also, even without just this, for instance, yeah, Ubisoft has been leaning so much into going more live service. I wouldn't expect the Division 3 to go less live service. But yeah, rumors will exist, but also yeah, it's all speculation. Like even if you consider what Division 1 was in trailer form, and then what the final game was, that was even that. Like that was miles apart. Like yeah, they were very similar. And I'm not even just talking graphical stuff, but even like the gameplay stuff that they were kind of hinting at and stuff. But honestly, for me as well, I'll see it when I see it. That's usually my stance on a lot of things, like same for gear and weapons and stuff. I don't mind speculating and speculation, but it should also just be remembered as that. What do you think about this, including melee, like the promised in Heartlands? What would that per se do? Like, I don't feel Division is a game where melee makes too much sense. This isn't Warframe, I feel. We've got guns. We have long-range melee, where we like melee people with little pieces of lead. At long range. Who was the reason I went with Final Fantasy VI was because I did have the who's the villain in Final Fantasy VI? Like it's an iconic name, but I had it in my head. That's why I started it with that. But then I I lost the name a lot. Yeah. Oh, maintenance has been completed. Okay. So yeah.
Press escape to quit.
Yeah. So to those people going like it's gonna be double time and stuff. Yeah. So some parts of snow. I don't care about the snow at all. Like I don't think snow is really something that Division needs. I actually like Division 2 partially because it wasn't snowing. Snow for me is a lot of ice rain. Like that's what I actually just, and that Division 1 has that as well. Sometimes there's just too much gray and white on the screen. I feel that's way up to the player. Like I feel I would take. I'm not against snow, but also I would take Brooklyn's like kind of fall setting 1,000 times over any snow. Well, time for a key. Well, doesn't seem to be one. Let's actually, yeah, let's finish up here and then we jump in. But yeah, the servers are up, and this is also the way they should be doing it, because yeah, if they had said 3 hours, they would have been 20 minutes late. But instead, they say 5 hours nowadays, and then are an hour or so early, or hour and a half even early. That's the way to. Yeah, let's add this in. Because let's maybe do this weapon page, and then we'll leave the gear for later. Because I don't want to per se. spent. Although, well, maybe maybe since we started here, maybe we finished this. Could have hit. Outcast. Well, that's why actually there would usually not be a queue right now because a lot of people would not be expecting to get in right away. I'm gonna break this up. Do I break it up if it isn't like that in the game? Because yeah, it technically isn't. You can see there is no line break here. Oh, yeah, what was it? Shift enter? I forgot already. Control enter. To do line breaks. Yeah, so that one. Yeah, let's. Yeah, let's quickly do these. Instigator. Let me just, actually, let's not copy that. Let's copy this instead so the line work is the same. Yeah, let's work on these for a sec. And yeah, servers are indeed back. I forgot what those like that. No, we'll have to as well kind of see what that will become. There as well, it's gonna be a while before we like even before it's ready to be shown likely. 0 many minutes for was Ninja. So actually, yeah, later on today, this video goes up. I actually need to still make the thumbnail for it, but yeah, Tempest in-depth look. So overall, you can. So if you're going Ninja Bike, then the Hunter's Fury makes the most sense because you kind of then at least have a way for getting basically through the armor on kill to have some form of survivability. This. But overall, yeah, the conclusion of that video is mostly the high-end tech tank kind of works out with Memento, and the striker tech tank style works out as well for Tempest. And then overall, actually, the Tempest with striker is kind of the way to go. One of the things as well later on today, I'm actually going to add in a build picture for that. Yeah, it really depends on, yeah. I feel with the snow as well, it's very much kind of how much, for a lot of people, there is like happy connotations with it. I live somewhere where, yeah, just normally it doesn't per se snow around Christmas time and free time and stuff. But and I feel that, yeah, that is actually a very important, like, if you really do enjoy snow visually. Because yeah, it was one of the few games that did do snow and did it like kind of like actually through everything. Because once you go snow, you kind of have to lean into it. Like you can't just have, for instance, some people bring up GTA's snow mode and stuff, but that's just, it really feels just like kind of just, you know, as a like a player made mod almost. Doesn't feel complete because it's not like ingrained into everything. Like also, for instance, clothes and stuff don't get snowy and such. So, oh, thank you for the kind word there, Sticks. But I'm fine with yeah. At least so yeah, at some point it did come up through one of the devs that they are at least aware of me. which was kind of a moment of just like, oh wait, but inflated my ego quite a bit. And indeed, the game is back open. Maintenance is over. Mike is out of the way. Season late for season as yeah. Thing is though that also like those kind of systems require so much work, and it depends on like if it's worth it to do it that way. I wouldn't think it would be like worth it to do it really for a game like Division. It's just because basically for everything you need 4 assets. And honestly, likely you need 8 because you need a transitionary one between each even. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and timeline wise, it depends also, for instance, yeah, if how they do it with timeline and stuff. Because honestly, that's one of the reasons why actually I'm not too surprised, for instance, Survivors and then Snow, because yeah, we're kind of in the in-game timeline, we're moving towards winter, and yeah, we're in the fall now, so the Brooklyn is set in fall, and I wouldn't also be too surprised if like Division 3 is snow-based again a year later, basically. But for me, yeah, that connotation of just like snow and Division isn't per se a part I care about, but I can kind of see it for others. Yeah, unlikely. I like my own jab. I'm gonna just do that. But I do enjoy. Oh, caps lock. Do I really? Oh, I'm capitalizing everything again. Although, well, the I should be capitalized because English. Need this much fuel on me? Question mark. Outcast thrower. Because they need like the others in here. I kind of get it. Like it takes extra time, but they never put in the flavor text. That's also why a while back I went through here and just added in all of the flavor text and stuff. But to keep that up, let's actually make sure we add those in. So that's the instigator. So there should be Tempest and Shroud down here somewhere. Yeah. There's Shroud. Let's actually merge all this. Let's back to this. Let's fix up the line work because yeah, everything's from 7 different places I see there. There we go. Oh yeah. Wait, what was last season's one? Was Bakan last season? Oh, actually, yeah. We need to go through some of these actually. Some point. God damn it. Or well, somebody needs to. For instance, Bakan doesn't even have. Why is this like this? Was the other one Oxpecker? What does Oxpecker say? Zelda caches. So this should be this now as well. Although actually, we should have the should have this as well, because that one's not entirely late. But then 7 season 1 track. And then this should be target loot as well now. We should have a double here. Yeah. Back to Shroud. Shroud. Do I have the talent icon for it? Actually, yeah, it is, right? I do, yeah. Because is it high priority target? I think that one's right. And then weakest link is over digs. High priority target, yeah. There we go. This is all there, and then just the flavor text, which is the bigger they are, period. Okay. That's the shroud. Let's fix up the tempeste, the tempura. How did this break? Guys, copy one from there then. It's fine. Yeah, let me catch up here. I need a carbon. Yeah, let's fix up this last one because yeah, actually I wanted to reach the end of a tab because we're kind of in the middle of this when the servers came back up. But yeah, I do want to play the video game. This video game we quite enjoy in a minute. But yeah, at least if we're at the end of a tab, then we can just leave the rest for a different time. Icon. Insert image. No. No, that's not. That's Overdogs. What's Tempest? Is it restrained? Restrained. Man, they call this thing restrained, and what they should have done with the talents, they should have given us 20% movement speed if you break the shield. You know, we're restrained by the shield and then we're not, right? Like that would make so much sense. But yeah, they went with weapon damage instead, or amp damage. Then as well, people would be less, you know, they would bitch about it less. Let's put this here just for, I'm not actually gonna keep it like this, but why can't I? Why backspace no worky? Okay. Just a flavor text, which is semi dash auto question mark space I don't have such weakness as weaknesses. Weaknesses. Okay. Unattributed. No more green. Yeah, let's remove the green at the top. Oh no, actually this didn't even have green at the top. Yeah, so we have these 3 tabs done, and then gear sets, brand sets, and the rest we need to do. This place we know we've done all of the gear. Although you know what? Well, I have this folder open. Let's add these images. Just because that'll be easy enough now. Gear sets, yeah, that would be the only one. So weapons we've done. Did I actually do it for? Instigator? No. So what is this mess? It looks like weirdly. We can just do this as well. Actually. This doesn't have a set size. This isn't the same size as this. 50. Let's actually check the shroud. Well, not tempest. Okay, that is a set size. This one isn't, because at some point I made the executive decision to make him like this. 150-50. Well, actually, yeah, shouldn't it be 150-50? Or here as well? Yeah, all of these are 150-50. Overshroud. Basically, unless they need more. Wait, that's shroud with tempest. Yeah. Gear sets. Quickly within brand. Urban Lookout. We didn't get. Well, we got perfect. Perfect protected reloads. That's already been added in fully. Okay, and it's the same icon. Here we would likely need urban lookout for this. Also, yeah, this is a weird size, because I think we're going. Oh, I didn't make these uniform. 50, 65, 80. Okay. So this one done. 95. Fits, but this is already the size of it anyway. You. Yeah, I'm gonna look out. I'm on lookout.
Consumption of drugs and alcohol on site is forbidden. Violators will be removed from the secure area immediately.
Yeah, so here and here, nothing changed. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay, so we just basically need to do gear set and brand set. We'll come back for that in the future. That's a future IKEA problem.
Everything is priced.
Yeah. Let's maybe, as I then do, we finished up the event here yesterday already. So we have all of those. But what I wouldn't mind doing is I'm still gonna do these challenges. So actually yesterday I did invaded Camp White Oak, and I actually didn't do it in time, although I was kind of like just not paying too much attention and not on a very quick build either. Also, I was running around with reanimated on. So actually deactivate reanimate, that's like the modifier. I'm kind of curious if that was just like, is this timer a little hard? No, it's like bestie. Although as well, now we can just match make for it. I'm gonna just toggle it to the normal variant. But if anybody's interested in doing this thing, oh, desync again. Let's fix that. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to, yeah, if anybody wants to do this project, feel free to jump in. And they're fierce, but yeah, actually, I missed that one earlier. But also, yeah, try to keep it in English because I can't read whatever what that is. if you can, I'm kind of curious what it actually is. So I'm just gonna go ask Google Translate to translate that for me. Oh, it just says hello. Well, hello there as well. Yes, I was gonna in that spreadsheet for a moment. So, I was going to say, oh no, that is way too much. I'm likely going to go for another hour or two, and then there's also actually so yeah, 2 hours and a bit, likely more. 4-ish my time. I need to go do some stuff, or well, at least by then I need to be done and getting ready to go do some stuff. Because IKEA still gotta eat. Actually, yeah, while you're booting up, I'm just gonna get started because it doesn't matter.
Just past the staff offices. They'll move to extract them at the first sign of trouble, which they're about to get.
If you join halfway through or not, I still can't. But yeah, if anybody else also is interested in this, feel free to let me know or just jump in.
You are clear to intercede.
I just want to see actually, is this timer kind of not as lenient as some of the others? I should have modified it.
Unit 2, what's your status? Unit 2, do you copy? Black Tusk must have set charges on the bridge. They weren't taking chances. We've got to press on. You're headed for a small dam just north of your position.
You are now group leader.
Yeah,
Another agent has joined your group.
This is
So I was surprised just actually that I kind of failed it on time.
Copy that, unit.
I was doing the invaded version as well,
Godspeed.
which doesn't per se seem that much longer, but I wasn't going per se like fast.
Engaging a large group of hostiles in the northwestern
I was always
perimeter.
just running reanimated and not dealing well with it. So. Curious actually, this was kind of in my head. White Oak by itself is usually like a 14-minute mission. Like the way that, like it's not a very quick mission. There's a lot of running in it. Because I want to run this time trial and then likely I'm gonna take my leave after. I want to actually update the builds picture for the pistol tech tank. Should have done so actually before we recorded the Tempest in-depth look.
Unit 1 leader, have you reached the objective? We have it in sight.
We'll just do it
Counter-camera
after.
resistance. Are you going to be able to lock down that helipad? We're working on it.
Galveston, you've got an SHD element approaching your position.
Copy that. We gotta move, Chief. Are you talking to me? Who else would I be talking
Now once we've
to?
done
Gather your
that,
shit
I'm
and
gonna
let's
jump
go.
to second account and do some of the
This is
prep
Galveston.
work that I want to
Chicken
do
Hawk is on the
for
move. Finally.
Fuck yourself.
moving some builds around on second account. I want to make a slot and I'm gonna take the
They must be cutting through the bunker. There's an entrance just ahead. You should still be able to catch them.
We'll wait for this wave.
They're right on the line.
Now with that full pesty stack on them, we're gonna die.
Why is that door still open?
It's closing now, sir.
Door sealed.
Shit, no way you're getting through there. You're gonna have to take the long way around. Divert southeast around the ridge.
Let's grab the key chest here real quick. What's worth it? 4 seconds that takes.
This is JTF Unit 1 leader. We're pinned down, taking heavy
no.
losses.
No.
With the helipad locked down. Negative, we can't break through.
That's not a good argument.
Can't
Let's
let
make
Ellis
it
get
worse
away.
is not a good argument. Generally. But also, yeah, no, the game still needs its income. Also, the model of Division actually would, like, I would hate it as a free-to-play game where it's monetizing other things a lot more. I prefer to actually, like, yeah, have it the way that is now, where, yeah, there's a upfront fee, there is some cosmetics and stuff, but there isn't, for instance, boosters and stuff, a staple for things like free-to-play games. But also, it's bad, so let's make it worse. Is yeah, I would hope that that you see the mistake in that ideally.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
But also, like, cheaters, like, yeah, they would be here free to play, not free to play. It's not like that actually gets affected
Agent
that
needs
much.
assistance.
And it does. So, yeah. So yeah, this is like a 12-minute if you're like not looting. Just
Ghost
the
Light,
four
where are
forward.
you, buddy? On approach. Couple of lights out. Roger. You're gonna have to stand by for a few. We're taking our sweet time.
Sounds like you could still overtake
Because we have
Ellis.
this, we have the next fight.
Unit 1 leader, do you
And
have
then
eyes
boss.
on Ellis? Unit 1 leader, do you copy? Shit!
Gonna bum rush.
Got the guy over there.
We get sanitation going.
I'm throwing the grenade.
Just throwing something. And on this again as well, I'm done with the event. I want to just actually on some characters. Oh wait, did they? Oh no, well, it wouldn't show up here, right? We need nighttime. Doesn't seem as glowy, but also sometimes you wouldn't glow, right? So
We're almost to you. You should have
Could
eyes on us
be.
in a minute here.
it could be just normal.
We're gonna lose him.
Airburst on the way.
Shut up, Manny. We're doing our best.
Target coming up the side.
And then y'all going to cool down for the boss fight, but that's fine. Yeah, how did I fill this mission yesterday then? I guess I was just maybe chatting too much.
Get him out of here. You're not coming.
I was going a bit slower, but not, I don't feel damaged now.
Taking on his way.
No, god damn it!
Agent down.
Getting Ellis was always a long shot. Black Tusk specializes in dealing with situations like this, but the site is under our control.
Is it showing me
Give the
getting
enemy time to clean
season
up after
pass
themselves.
XP?
There's gonna be a lot of useful intel there. We can take our time.
Yeah, that one's... Yeah. How did I fill this yesterday? Really curious, because in my head, the Invaded isn't that much longer than this. But yeah. Anyway, we had through it there. I'll take us back to DC. But also, yeah, I'm gonna split up there. It's gonna quickly, yeah, change the builds picture for the pistol one. Add in the Tempest as the main weapon,
Safe area detected.
and we'll go from there. But yeah, being done with the event, we don't really need to do these, but I just want to do them. There are things to do, so we'll do them. Oh, actually, oh yeah, let's do one of those. Maybe before we swap, we'll go try Descent Loop 8 in a bit. Why do I have White House unmuted? What? Oh no, I do. No, that's not central. That's just. Oh, there's just. There's just chatter that normally we only see in central. For zone, I usually have unmuted. Just because sometimes people say hi in there.
Agent, good to be seeing you.
You know, I'll just resize it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go redo that build picture and its damage numbers. Oh, we'll need to go and charge up the memento after. Yeah. So this is becoming now saved with this. I'm gonna actually keep that frenzy LMG, but instead of here, I'm gonna put on AR. Yeah. We'll use this as the build picture layout. Not gonna care too much about that LMG. Okay. Five choices. Just yeah, I think it might. Yeah, there might be something to invade the just thing, but there's a bunch of extra waves thinking about it now. Like you have the wave going up the hill and stuff. You have an extra wave on like when you come down the hill. You have to wait for the chopper like on the top of the hill. I'm kind of going in reverse order, which isn't great. And you kind of have to wait for the choppers at the start and stuff, but. I didn't think there would be that much of a difference between them, but yeah, there was apparently because yeah, I kind of failed as well on invaded, but yeah, just do it uninvaded. Also, I think reanimated. Like yesterday, I was running reanimated, and I had to actually deal with a few enemies here and there, but yeah, there we were running the modifier. So build-wise, nothing changes except the weapons and then the stats. I want to save a copy of this, not particularly. Yeah. That all changes. That changes. Yeah, we don't need because we don't know. Weapon talent to activate. And we'll just do it obliterate full. Gear wise, everything stays the same. This is not going to be a capacitor anymore. 2 + 1. Yeah. And this can go. This can go. Yeah. Let's just start Well, actually, we're gonna go with obliterate, so we don't even. Okay, let's fill her back up. Actually, I done this before we recorded yesterday. I feel this one definitely deserves an upgrade to this, and then we just put a card in the corner as a replacement weapon. This is all the same. Modifier needs to go off. So I should get this already. This. Weapon name already. These. Weapon damage. Oh, actually. Pistol. That burns the same. The weapon stats. Handling stats. Okay. Main build picture. Ooh. Definitely. Could use some sleep later on, maybe. The X Tempeste. These other two are named. These two can go. You need obliterate. You know what? I'm just gonna yoink. That video can go. Let's put a card 45 in the corner. Oh. Oh, making all the sounds. Yawnings and sneezings. Um, Illiterate, intimidate. Do I have somewhere? Actually, yeah, let's just take. Try to remember if I have somewhere. Library. Definitely want to put intimidate somewhere on it as an option, but it's definitely an option. Going to snap. Oh. There we go. Yeah, let me actually check here if I missed anything. Yeah, I did correct. Sorry, missed that way earlier. Where was it? Yeah. That's everything. Right. Crit chance third stat for the LMG maybe. Yoink that here. What order do I usually have them in? The crit chance is underneath, right? It's usually this way around. Okay. Let's get a filled up memento. And then we can do the damage numbers. Let's go. Just murder some stuff. Maybe not trigger a retaliation. So True Sons or Outcasts are options. Let's go. Let's go get a filled up memento. Full of a memento. Oh, yeah. Now, once we have the memento charged up, we go back and get the damage numbers, and then that build picture is done. Now, once I've done that, I'm gonna actually go for the Nemesis patch in Descent. I'll look there. Oh, that's not the Tempest. I could dismiss altogether to build the picture for it, of course, but it's fine.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I like the clicking. But yeah, the Tempest is just so much easier. So much easier to use. Hold the button down. And it literally goes brrrt. Ow.
Serious trauma detected.
Weapons free.
Not the faction I was expecting to see here. I guess they retaliated for the zone or something. I don't per se mind. Could farm up some True Sons bounties. Peek. See, I'm not looking.
You
Peek.
can try and
I'm not looking.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I lied. I was
Hostile
looking.
control point detected.
Incapacitating target. Great spot for a turret.
This guy's giving up on life.
Access key detected.
I always love it when reds and purples this happens to them. Because you can just, oh, are you stuck? Because they just die to their own phone. Reds and purples, if you just leave them, they'll elites can break out of their own phone, but that guy can't. So just. Okay, so maybe then for the duration of this whole event, even though I'm done with the event, it's also likely going to give this then as well, right? Yeah, so actually, yeah, it's going to show the XP, interestingly, even though like the event is done. Actually, let's abandon that one. Let's actually quickly see if we can get... this level up or no? Instead, I'm just gonna use my own commands. Plus 10%. Right? Actually, I should activate. No, I shouldn't activate the modifier because I'll forget later. 293 is descent. Seeing as I'm gonna go do descent in a little bit. We'll go for Nemesis patch real quick. Yeah, it is. So, hey. Extra exotic. We'll totally grab that. That link's actually pretty useful if you want to grind out the XP and stuff for it. I'll put in the YouTube chat as well. But yeah, that goes to that spreadsheet. Just make sure there's some tabs at the bottom that you're at the same percent bonus. Because there's 10% bonus from the season pass. There's 10% bonus from having the modifier on. And they're just additive to each other, so... I've already publicly executed one. That's fine. I'm here for the mementos. For once. Normally I just drop the game down to normal. It's actually the easier way to get them. But also, might as well just play around a little. But if I'm running this, I should be on 5 directives.
Get out of there! Please let him be alive.
How's your RC car up there? Oh, it's not. Okay, you're just... you're just activating it from up there. Yeah.
Incoming hostiles
Also went
detected.
back and actually clipped that sniper from yesterday. Who wanted to have that, maybe. We'll put that in it. At the end of the things and stuff or something. Because that was actually a bug I've never seen before, and enemy kind of going like they were. Where they were just stuck in kind of an animation, and it was just making them go up. Because that's a common bug in a lot of games, actually. I know GTA has something similar as well, where you can just like do some actions, and then you just every time you do it, you'll gain some height, and then you can just go. Like I've seen it in some speed runs and stuff, or well, not speed runs, more challenge runs kind of things. What do you think about Foundry Bulwark? Amazon Ninja Bike Backpack. I would much rather have strikers there. I would much rather have this Fury there. That's also going to be today's video. Later on, it's going to be about the Tempest. It's going to release at 6. We recorded it last evening. Foundry, like the shield is already plenty strong. I don't feel putting more towards the shield and personal survivability is needed per se. I'd much rather have, for instance, yeah, the memento first of all, then a ninja bike for most cases.
Time to kill.
Because I found it like putting 3 pieces to get that 4-piece bonus to just have a little bit more survivability on the shield and stuff. Like this shield, you just put an artificer next to it. It's kind of the way I go about it.
Detecting additional
Just make a tech tank out of it and put the talents and stats towards just doing more damage. Because it's all fine surviving everything, but you also need to eventually kill everything. But at the very least, so for instance, Ninja Bike 4, these kind of builds does make somewhat sense. At least because we have Eminence Armaments, and that bonus is pretty big. More so than, for instance, in a lot of other styles. Because yeah, Ninja Bike quite often is just a loss over a game. Here at least, yeah, I can beat, for instance, the Memento Obliterate version just because of Eminence Armaments. But you're still giving up the regen and stuff that the Memento version. The bonus armor, the regen, the skill efficiency. Honestly, actually, the skill efficiency of just having Technician and the Memento, this likely beats whatever regen you're getting out of Foundry as well, actually. Because, yeah, the skill efficiency goes into the skill health and the repair here. So, I'm actually full already, but you know what, let's we're here, these guys are here. I feel it's rude not to kill them.
Fucking die on me. That's one of ours gone.
Gonna get you!
Hey, there's a rare occurrence as well. So if one of the boxes, if you catch the rarity is it's kind of hard to just accidentally do, or you do it accidentally, you basically never do it really. But one of the enemies was vaulting here, and I caught them at the exact moment. Because this box is here, it actually it's kind of counting as out of bounds. Because of that, it didn't spawn any extra wave. So we just killed the initial wave and we got the completion. A very although sometimes you can try to aim for it, but there I wasn't per se going for that, but we got it. Shit, I shouldn't have picked. I was expecting more mementos there. And just random patrol here. I want to first check our shield health differences, and then, or if there are any, and then there shouldn't be, but I should realize later on that some of the ones with the memento, I had the short buff of the memento there as well. Is there activity here? No. Gaming. Just do the initial guys here. I need it in the sun. Oh, yeah. Let's...
Do not recognize the authority of the division. Have every right to defend ourselves. And
That
if you don't
should
agree with that
have
cause,
helped
so
that.
do you.
Yeah, sometimes it is a little bit. Sometimes it's immense and very noticeable. Yeah, I think we just should
The true sons will give
get
you
a different
something worth
interface and
believing
then
in.
just deal with setting it up and stuff.
To be part of something great.
Let's wait for the short buff to wear off. Let's go back here already. Don't need you anymore. They do need this. Let's make sure. So actually, yeah, it should be, if that is 42%, the other part should be correct as well. So 42, 17, 599. Yeah. So we'll get the damage numbers at the range. Yeah. Now I'm not out of sync in your dreams.
Let me be your one-stop shop.
Ooh, we don't have any DTAs, so just whatever. Let's go. Let's go. Invulnerable Elite. 5 meters. Stack up Obliterate. That's the non-crit, or that's the bodies. And that's the hits. Go. Anything else needed here? Nope. Some of these they're all different sizes, but it's fine for now. Yeah, let's keep it like there. Yeah, let's go. So, yeah, I think with the Tempest, it's just going to be more consistent to go with Obliterate for both. And then, yeah, I do put Intimidate as just, you know, in the corner. In the bottom right. It's just moaning in my ear there in the game. But yeah, I feel Obliterate's consistency is going to be well worth it. But yeah, Intimidate is still going to be good as well. Unlikely, that's also why I wanted to be a free talentable choice. So I'm just going to jump between the two. I think for Summit and stuff, if I'm doing Summit, I would still prefer Intimidate. But for like open world stuff, I think Obliterate. Just you get shot from too many angles, and then there's also like
Pleasure to see you.
in Summit, it's kind of set up to really easily, for instance, find some tall cover to kind of have certain angles be covered. But in the open world, I just get hit too much, and then it's better to do less consistent damage than sometimes have higher normal damage. But yeah, that also opens up now with the Tempest. We can actually go Obliterate without it sucking. Yeah. Yeah, this one's kind of saved like this, for instance, with the weapons, where this is just holding on to some weapons for some other builds. Honestly, it's kind of how it's set up there. I'm not going to save it with the Tempest yet, just so I don't have that item saved there. And then eventually, if I get more, I need more detox ones eventually. Let me go Rupture. To do. So it's not that consistent. Yeah. Last season was really good. I mean, the thing was, in the past, it was also just really the only option. Obliterate with it wasn't. Isn't Claws out 9%, actually, by the way? There. Also, no. Claws out is just overall loss. Because, yeah, nice and all that we get. Oh, actually, oh, yeah. They bumped it to 11, right? Nice and all, we get 11s here. I'm going to lose either a Fox's Prayer or a DNH piece. Like, that's just more. This is just a loss. Because you got to remember, this also comes, so the melee damage we don't care about. This is like, you know, we could have a crit chance, crit damage, brand stats. Any way of sticking Claws out in here is just a humongous loss. Also, yeah, Claws out generally is a loss because unless you've already gotten everything else. Like, yeah, in the past, when we had only DNH, you could make a case for it, but now we have Eminence Armaments, and getting that 3-piece is just so good. I did actually forget it was 11% now. They changed that like way back. Also, when some of the other stats went up. What are your thoughts about Striker and Memento during group play? Well, it's still a massive amount of token pickups. Yeah, I mean, in general, it kind of depends how you're playing in the group. Because if you're with a consistent group and you guys are just doing like, you know, a few missions, going open world, and then, you know, doing some bounties and stuff, you're sticking with people for a while, that's kind of fine. But then if you're just doing matchmaking and you're just jumping from match to match to match, you will still fill up the memento, but just it being, you know, every time you basically jump into somebody else's matchmate, you'll likely lose them. So it kind of depends how you're using it. At the end of the day, it's about uptime. So yeah, if you feel like you have enough uptime on it. But also in group settings, the thing is, I rely so much more on just as a group doing a lot of damage. So if we just all go, you know, if we all go strikers, basically we'll clear out actually much more easily than trying to individually each survive, basically. As in a group setting, you know, even if I get kind of pinned down, then the others can shoot because they're pinning me down, and then back and forth. I need the Axel. Yeah. So as Doc said there. So basically, with the punch trunk in this setup, you basically need above, well, effectively above 40% headshot rate for it to make sense, because you lose the crit chance for that headshot, and there's already a lot of headshot with the pistol, so it's already a very diminished stat there as well. So it turns out that is not, you could go for it, especially if you are hitting a decent amount of headshots, but honestly, I'd just rather have the consistency. I mean, this is not no. Of course, for determined you're stacking headshot. Here we're not. Here we're stacking crit chance much more so. Keep in mind that when I'm saying that, that's for specifically this build for the Tempest, kind of for a crit chance, crit damage Tempest build. Yeah, for headhunting, because yeah, in headhunting we just need headshot and weapon handling, and we don't care about crit chance and stuff. So there, definitely we go that route for the high end. Or headhunter, not per se determined. No worries. Yeah, I'm gonna go do Descent. I don't know if anybody actually wants to maybe join. If you do, let me know pretty quick. Gonna go for the weekly project, even though I don't need that per se anymore. I've got all the collectibles. But I want to maybe go for, also, yeah, we're going to go for a Nemesis run with the Nemesis patch. So we're going to take like an hour to get there. So we're going to take the long way around. But if anybody wants to join, let me know. Let me quickly close a few tabs. I have like so much open. And then, yeah, this evening, yeah, we need to actually, we did start on some of the, actually, do I have a Heartbreaker piece here? Can I make a Heartbreaker piece here? Just want to check something. +1/1, yeah, weapon damage. So what? Because I also didn't per se catch that earlier. Because I was kind of working on this, but then also we went looking here, and then here it says. So this isn't the exact copy of the game. Because here it says damage, but yeah, I was like, wait, that would. But yeah, actually, the in-game one is weapon damage, which is actually the thing at fault here as well. So. Damage to pulse enemies. Yes. So let's fix it up there. And then now we can actually take a copy of this. Oh yeah, we'll fix these up later. We'll work on some of these guides in the evening as well as we'll work on them. Yeah, let's get going with our descent. I still need to get the Nemesis badge. That's what we're gonna make an attempt here for. Okay.
Shade tech
Well.
prohibited. Access denied.
I'll try to not accidentally
Deactivating shade
scream
protocols. Entering combat simulation program.
or actually implant, you know, try to not implant dreams in there.
Combat simulation activated.
Wake up, dog. Wake up and smell the ashes. Yeah. Yeah, neither American. Over these Link movies is a new end game for me. Yeah. Keep in mind though that I don't know if you got it, but depending on, I think the Lengmo setup kind of changed recently, at least for the time being. This might change back, depending on what they eventually do with Overdogs. But yeah, you don't need the Lengmo chest anymore for the time being because Overdogs does apply to Pesty, so it's one of the best picks for Pestilence. Because of that, we can go with Sacrifice instead, and then the Lengmo goes to the Mask Holster and the Backbone, making it a little bit easier as well for people to get. I'll take a Classic M60 and a Blinder. Could take a Reviver and actually change it out later. Blinder is also like actually good, so let's take that. Wouldn't mind these in green, honestly. Let's take the Classic M60 there. And yeah, the thing is, we only get to have up to 7 medium room picks, and preferably, you know, we get some loops without, basically.
Rating. Hard.
Not too sure. I'm going to work for the other ones. Oh yeah, and I like that other one, the headband on Arumu, Amaru, Arumba, Aruba, Aloha, whatever that one is. That like headband on it. That goes through the hair. I think that one. I'm definitely that is actually going to become the new headwear for this character eventually. I kind of actually like the thing of it as well, the look of it. But as well, the Leon one is kind of nice. Solace is also actually pretty cool, but that one's one of the paid ones. I kind of like the helmet on it with the ears going up and down. But overall, you know, nothing to hate about them. Even Deimos is kind of cool, at least the suits. Oh, I got Vigilance for free. Let's stack up more Vigilance. And I have to just pick all the hard runes. That's the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, and actually I feel overall actually the free ones are the better ones. Which is actually a cool
Difficulty rating. Hard.
cool way to do it. So yeah, they are still like the other pieces are still unicorns. Like that's as much as, you know, we focus a lot on the super unicorns. Those are still as well unicorns. They're still pretty rare. Find a non-evaporate with the crit and no version of down. Okay. Usable for now. Yeah. And yeah, backbone can also take a while to get. At least nowadays, you can get the backbone blueprint from, you know, retaliation and reconstructed caches, or descent and reconstructed caches. So, double click by
Hostiles constructing.
and yeah, indeed,
Hostiles spawn from
it's
highlighted
at
doors.
least doable, a lot more doable than
Hostile construction
the
initiated.
Lingmo. But also, yeah, even in the past, you didn't per se need the Lingmo when it was an upgrade, or the Lingmo chest specifically, glass chest. It was an upgrade over the sacrifice variant, but it wasn't also humongous. So.
Console available.
But for the time being, at the very least, going with is that agonizing? Going with it didn't, right? What was I saying? Overdogs, yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if that changes in the future. And they change it to not applying. And actually, I remember that I'm on a I'm on a Nemesis patch run, and I just Nemesis run.
Entering new room.
Just out of habit, I wanted to go for the easier room because that's usually what we do. Basically,
Hostile
always take the
construction initiated.
easiest room until we can't anymore.
Hostiles constructing.
Just to
Hostiles
go
spawn
fast.
from highlighted doors. Console
And they're
online.
just instant using the drone there. So we don't need to even target it. So the reroll. Nice, surgical, nice. It's like surgical. And this is Wrath. So overall, what I'm gonna take is, so for deeper runs, we would take Allegro, Unhinged, Obliterate, Surgical, Intimidate, Strained. But actually, seeing as I'm not going that deep, I'm going to take Vigilance instead of Intimidate here. Also because I got it as a free. And then, yeah, we're going to take Steady Handed to offset the Unhinged together with Braced. And then, yeah, Eyeless and Trauma. And then we can take kind of whatever else we want. Vindictive has a little bit more damage. Likely Salvage. I'll take a stack of Salvage, maybe. Oh yeah. Hey, we got True Loop 1 without one hard, like skipping a hard. So, yay.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating hard. Hostile construction initiated.
And here on hard rooms, it'll mark all 4, but it'll only spawn from 2, and also just 1 wave for the time being, so easy enough to deal with. Hit a wall there.
Console available. Supply station online.
I'm gonna take a few preservation. That's gonna be my survivability. It's not that useful against the Nemesis, but against these guys. For getting to the Nemesis.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating.
Or Nemedead.
High value target. Hostile construction initiated. Hostiles constructing.
Close right and
Hostiles
far
spawn
right.
from highlighted doors.
Q game. It was interesting to see that the skill thing was applying in the scent as well. Although it was just literally applying everywhere, so that included the scent. But yeah, next one is gonna be brands. And yeah, we don't have brands in here. So that's not gonna be a thing that matters. But I'm curious to see what some of the other ones as well. It might be, you know, like, because there are some, I remember there are some that are like red stat based and stuff, or blue stat based. Interesting to see, actually. I'm curious to see how those all work out with the sand. God damn it. I was much more hoping for bullet hell or adaptive. Well, we'll take plague. It's fine. Gonna take red. So I get better skills, and yeah, we can buy 2 slots. That's one of the benefits if we get all the hard rooms and stuff, is we do get a lot of credits. I'm just gonna buy 2 reds. Am I actually? Do I want some? Yeah, I'm gonna buy 2 reds. This game's giving me a fire cam. I'm gonna take a fire cam, even if I have to stay on a gray weapon.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating hard.
Bird.
Hostile
I don't know,
construction
I do wanna
initiated.
after actually yeah, no, let's be smart.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
Ready to engage.
Well, actually, the fire cam is much more useful when we're not doing this, so I know. Because normally, you know, if we're just doing easy and medium rooms, it's just gonna have 2 doors marked. Here I have 1 for 4 doors. Yeah, I'm gonna take salvage already because yeah, eyeless trauma, steady-handed. Maybe I should have taken a slot like this, but also yeah, we're not gonna fill up all these anyway now, and I can take yellow slot extra. Salvage will be nice with this LMG. So far, so good. Keep them coming.
Selected. Difficulty rating hard.
I was already done with them, but yeah, for some of the people,
Constructing hostile.
I enjoyed the scent, so I didn't mind them being
Hostile
here.
construction initiated.
Thing is as well, still, if for time investment wise, it's still gonna be, the scent is still gonna be by a large margin the faster way, as long as you're familiar and willing. Because the amount of reconstructed caches you can get out of here per hour versus retaliation per hour is pretty different. But that kind of depends as well if you enjoy the mode or not. I do.
Console available.
Take a reroll. Take the eyeless. With the hope for trauma later.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating hard.
Hoping for envy
Hostiles constructing.
after this one. That'll be
Hostile
super
spawn
nice.
from highlighted
We got
doors.
envy after this. On the weekend.
Hostile combatant.
I would be totally up for doing a deep run. Going to 40, getting the tier 1 patch early instead of late again.
Console available.
Every season I go like, yeah, we should totally early in the season go and get Descent done. Okay, so we're on 1. Actually, I should keep track somewhere. No, so nothing. So, yeah.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating. Medium.
Well, the thing is, like, I
Constructing
like now that
hostile
there's 2
combatant.
places. Yeah.
Hostile construction initiated.
That at least I can get behind. Because either of them, because retaliation as well, will get boring on the long term. I already find myself quite often on main account just going like, I'll just let him take it.
Supply station activated.
An unhinged would be nice. A steady-handed would be nice. What is the last talent I'm taking? Oh yeah, Allegra. Last red.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating. High value target.
Nice.
Hostiles
But
constructing.
those doors
Hostile
are
spawn from
here.
highlighted doors. Constructing hostile combatant.
Get everybody on the other side. Nice. It's not the smartest to keep that long focused on the boss there, but it's fine. And actually, it's been dropping a bunch of good reds for me, so we're actually well geared, somewhat. Yeah, gonna start taking skill tiers for the fire chem. I want to have 4 eventually, and just can drop 1 at each door. And I'll buy medpacks later. Medpack slots. Yeah, skills are good. Out of these, yeah, no one. Oh. Double boss room on 3. Let me see. I have the descent one open here somewhere, right? Which loop do I need? Loop 1 and loop 6 with bosses. Yeah, we're gonna take the boss room because just for the hard that we need. Do I take boiler? Fine, let's take boiler.
Room selected. Difficulty rating. High value target.
Because also actually on
location.
the
Difficulty
that retaliation is more
hard.
passive. Like kind of depends. Like that again also depends on how much you enjoy the game modes. Because for me, yeah, Descent is also pretty passive just because I do play it at least once a week. And sometimes more times a week. Is this you? Oh, there's the...
Maybe they couldn't take you, but I can.
Can you though? Where are you? Oh. Okay. It was way more of a fight than it needed to be. Boilers always sucks. My least favorite room. Nothing else, just because it has 5 doors.
Console active.
Let's go off the hinges. Okay, I'm gonna keep to 1 unhinged until I have some steady-handed. We're still on 1.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating hard. Hostile construction initiated. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
The exact 2 doors that I didn't pick. It's a game. One downsides here with Pesty and Descent. Side of the Descent, the spread range is 25. Here it's 10. Which I'm not too sure why they made it that restrictive and such a big difference. But they did.
Console available.
Let's like that second preservation. IH flawless. Oh, I'm guessing you got an IH flawless then, or something, or just. Oh, that's our second one. But yeah, so congrats.
Entering new location.
Actually, I don't think I have IH flawless. Mostly because most of the groups I've done it ever with were doing like skip strats on parts.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
Okay, we have 2 basically mediums on loop 3, so hopefully this last room isn't the medium, and then we're still kind of 2 on 3, so we'll go into loop 4 with just 2. Still ahead of the curve. Let's reroll once. Let's reroll twice. It's gonna take that eyeless. That's 3D printing, right? Let's accept this.
Room selected. Difficulty rating hard.
Should actually sign up
Hostile
for
construction initiated.
one of
Hostiles constructing.
these community
Hostile
runs at some
spawn from
point.
highlighted doors.
Is that that character that has that project for Regulus still? That needs just the IH run to kind of get the pieces.
Console active.
Well, actually, so I already got them through once, but then I forgot to actually put them through the project, because you need to put them in the project and then spits them back out. But then normally that would be the point where you would get the blueprint, but I already have the blueprint. So then at least then that project is out of their project book kind of thing.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating. High value target.
Neither of those. Here's just going to be 2 doors marked. So far left and far right.
Constructing hostile combatant.
It's basically current political system. All far left and far right. The virus now. Trying to manifest an extra exotic talent. One of the things with both Envy and Rat, the exotic talents, a lot of them are good. So if you get an early second one, that would be pretty cool. As likely as well, I might go to 10 and see get the tier 4 patch as well. I'm gonna take the Reviver. This way my skills are at least set. Oh yeah, actually I should be using this instead of the M60. Let's actually take this so we can have a chance at a green M60. No. Yeah. G36 is fine. One of the nice things is we have so much money. More so than normally we would have at these points when we're doing just Nemesis run.
Room selected. Difficulty rating.
I should have been using this SMG actually.
EMP hazard detected.
Totally forget.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors. Hostile construction initiated.
Take cover. Thank you. Say goodnight, you fuck.
Console active.
I should totally use that maybe in with like an April Fool's thing of that voice line from the enemy, and then just like, and as always, say goodnight, fuck. Have a good night. Apparently I'm stacking a lot of preservation. It's fine though, I don't mind. Don't want to reroll like way too much either as well, so
Difficulty rating hard.
we're actually doing okay on damage.
EMP hazard.
Really need steady handed, I really need trauma. And Allegro would be nice.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted
Yeah, I stick too
doors.
close.
Constructing hostile combatant. System disrupted. System back online.
Pulling out the thing.
Console online.
Right, trauma. Yeah. See trauma, get trauma. Okay. Third room already without medium yet.
Hard. EMP attack
Take
simulation
that.
online.
Meaning
Constructing
that at
hostile
most we're
combatant.
getting one medium room here.
Hostile construction initiated.
And that's the reason I like the fire cam. He's very OP.
Console active. System curtailed. System restored.
Can take a braced already. Was there one braced and steady handed? And a vindictive, yeah. So it looks like a braced. A boss room. Loop 4. That wasn't one of them, right? No, 6 was. Sorry, actually, yeah. So loop, we're going to loop 5 with just 2. Nice.
Room selected. Difficulty rating
Oh yeah, sometimes you just get a loop where there's like 3 mediums in a row, and
Entering new
then
location.
you just lose.
Difficulty rating
And
hard.
you're just fucked. Can you even get this guy? Thank you.
Console available.
34,
Supply station online.
Yeah. You just had enough. You were like, I'm out. Now let's reroll. My hands are steady. Mom's spaghetti.
Room selected. Difficulty rating high value target. Electrical hazard detected. Hostiles constructed.
It's a very
Hostiles
annoying
spawn
split.
from highlighted doors. Construction initiated.
I really need to remember to not ADS when I'm double tapping to ignite. Now we pull out the camp. Dude, I'm shooting at you. How are you gonna find some special ammo? What do you have a map? What a dick. Sir? I just had a second box down. What a dick. No special ammo. You really wanted the special ammo. Kept going for it. Oh, you're dead. How many cams do I have? Wait, now we have 4. Let's actually see what weapon choices I have. The game's trying to give me a hint. We've gotten 3 revivers so far. Like, just pick the reviver. I could. I was thinking of maybe just taking extra weapon choice. Let's actually, let's take that last yellow. Armor kits. Let's take the ammo capacity. I haven't picked yet. But I'm just gonna skip. Now the boss room. Sure. Well, I don't need to,
Hazard
but
simulation activated.
usually the boss rooms are overall a little bit easier.
Entering new location.
On loop 5, we
Difficulty
only have
rating,
had
high value
2
target.
so far.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating.
You know, I'm just gonna stay on this side. That comes for all of them. Bad idea to let these guys get all over the place, but actually the shock will save me anyway.
Console.
The Chem had already killed a bunch there. Had done its job. Let's go one up unstrained. So, do we need all tank? No, actually. So that likely will make it much more likely that somebody will die. So actually, we did some close to like thingies, and what we did actually was just have a combat medic extra. Because you don't lose too much damage if, you know, if we had a full healer and the combat medic. So,
difficulty rating. Hard. Constructing hostile.
Or for instance, also in yeah, DH more so.
Construction initiated.
Be the way to go. Because you can pretty cheaply add in a combat medic, and then you have 2 healers.
Console available.
But Flawless Iron Horse is much more about just doing the mechanics right and stuff. I feel. Like the damage parts are very doable, especially like with strikers and stuff nowadays, with grading and stuff. And yeah, let's reroll. Let's reroll again. All that just to grab eyeless anyway. She didn't want to do because the eyeless actually for the first step is 20% and then each subsequent step is 5. So we don't want to get that too high, but I was hoping to just get some of the reds. So yeah, this is number 3. But yeah, number 3 on loop 5. So we might actually get the Nemesis patch.
Electrical hazard detected. Entering new
If we
location.
get there,
Difficulty rating.
and
Medium.
also
Hostile
doesn't
construction initiated.
F us over.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighting.
I should not.
Console active. Supply station online.
Definitely wouldn't mind some more surgical. Actually, let's check. Although, well, this is way too early because I might just buy another pistol. So, yeah, not it's early. I was thinking of just sticking some incendiary ammo in my pistol already. Oh, okay. Boss room. Was about to be sad. No speedrun strats. Exactly. That's really the only reason I don't have flawless IH recommendation. I've only ever done it with people that are like speedrunning it or doing like special strats.
High value target. Room selected. Difficulty rating. Hard.
But yeah, basically it needs to be you know, done normally, and then it's actually not too hard. I don't likely something like that of just like having a combat medic on top to just make it a little bit more consistent. But you don't want to be giving up too much damage. Like that's actually how people die more. If you can make the fight not last way too long and stuff, you're much more likely to get through it actually. And this guy has flame rounds, which kind of suck.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Didn't see this guy. Don't hit me. That was way closer than it ever has any right to be. I should have been dead there. what I get for not paying good
Console
attention.
online.
Well, no, I mean on top. So you take a full FI, and then you take a combat medic on top, so that they can kind of. Then you have 2 hives down, and people can be a little bit more stupid and still get away with it. Oh yeah, indeed.
hazard
Yeah.
detected.
Or actually, wait, is the flawless?
Entering new room.
You can be down?
Difficulty
I thought you
rating.
couldn't be down.
High value target. Hostile construction initiated.
Or is that just the descent one? Man?
Constructing hostile combatant.
Is the descent one that only just downs or enough to invalidate? Yeah, then it will be a lot easier. Although a lot of the things that will down you there will kill you anyway as well. Because there's a bunch of status effects going around as well. Although most of all, what you need is a good team, honestly. That's always the case, with even just completing it.
I see them. They're over there.
Kind of hoping for an extra exotic here. Oh, Soul incursion. Oh, okay. Well, descent as well, right? I mean, yeah, there's no need, but the thing is, like, a combat mag just doesn't cost you that much damage anyway. Like, with it kind of depends how your thing is, but yeah, it will make it more consistent, I feel. Just like special control point to the he says when touching doing other modifiers comes the damage numbers change by just by jumping control points mission. Somehow without even engaging. Could those be modifiers? I mean, that's the obvious one. Keep in mind that one of the things is, like, even if you turn on the modifiers and off, you need to unequip and re-equip the weapon for it to restat. So if it's jumping the other way, I could see it with that. Well, if the RPM is just going down, if the weapon damage is just going down, he turned off his modifiers, he looked as the weapons, and then after fast travel, it would also reset. Okay. Oh yeah, and they also bug out sometimes as well. That's not out of the question either. Let's actually see if I have a good weapon or not. I might buy extra weapon choice. It just keeps putting that reviver out there. Yeah. Just take the extra ammo. And yeah, so yeah, right, and then miss one. So we reached loop 6 with just 3 rooms so far. So
Difficulty rating. yard.
So far, so good.
System disrupted. Hostile construction initiated. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
Ready for me?
System reactivated.
Both ways. Okay. Almost got cut out by that. Loop 6.
Deploying turret.
Console available.
I don't mind some more unhinged. That would be nice. It's up for some. That's yeah. That would be weird indeed. Could be a bunch of stuff because also, for instance, if they're swapping so FI, even though total weapon damage normally would not apply to the weapon damage, total weapon damage shown number on the stat screen, it does.
Hostiles constructing.
So maybe if he was in a group with an FI or he was maybe swapping from an FI or something,
Constructing hostile combatant.
that could be causes. But it would be much more about troubleshooting it, like without, honestly, without a video or something. It's gonna be just, could be a bunch of shit. That was going for the head.
Console active. Supply station available.
No game is flawless, and also like the game doesn't try to be. Thing is also most of those things don't affect actual gameplay. The second you start actually hitting enemies, it will recalculate at that point and it will fix itself out, at least for a lot of stuff. Okay. Bathroom. Oh, I actually loop 6. Needed this one. 33. Yeah, it's just throwing boss rooms at me.
EMP hazard activated.
Um,
Room selected.
but wait, we're
Difficulty
gonna do,
rating.
well, we have one
High
more
value
here.
target.
So worst case, we have 5.
New room.
So
Difficulty rating.
above
Hard.
average chances of getting her done.
System curtailed. System restored.
Couldn't focus the boss.
System malfunctioning. System back online.
It's gonna do the-
System curtailed. System reactivated.
Damn it, I've gone blind.
Console available.
Just died by me looking at him. I'd rather stack unhinged than vigilance. Sorry. Thank you, game. Okay, so we're going to loop 7 with 3 remaining.
Entering
like those
new
odds.
location. Difficulty
Still can go
rating,
fucked up, but
hard.
because yeah, we could have all mediums, but that's very unlikely.
Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
This is the
Constructing
run.
hostile combatant.
Oh yeah, forgetting.
No more talking.
It's kind of dangerous to forget.
Point turret.
Thanks for the turret. I'll take a free turret.
Console active.
You just kill the owner, let it turn on its old friends. I feel that one is also actually a conversation between the NPCs of just like, so what happens if you die and your turret is out? Well, it'll start shooting you guys. Wait, why wouldn't it keep shooting the enemy? Why wouldn't it keep shooting the agents? Well, that doesn't make sense. No, it's gonna shoot you guys.
Simulation online. Room selected.
Could I have a different teammate?
High value target.
Yeah. I've gone blind. Yeah. I've gone disrupted.
Constructing. Hostile
Three
spawn
waves
from
here.
highlighted
And then I
doors.
should see if that door was one. Again, so
Hostile
it's
construction
mid,
initiated.
right, and far left.
System disrupted.
Deal with this one then.
System restored.
One extra wave takes so much longer. That guy's gonna die. Ah, there's more. So now it's the last guy. I can't see where this guy is. Let's see where that guy is.
Knocking the enemy down.
Oh, she couldn't there. Okay.
Gotta be careful.
No, don't be careful. We'll use the foam on the ground to deal with them. Nice. And I can complain too much even though I'm not getting extra exotics. I'm still gonna get talents and stuff. And yeah, if I kept my count correct, we basically just need one hard room in this, and then we'll be good. Oh, blue M249. Don't mind if I do. There we go. This is my extra weapon choice for next loop. Although I would only likely take and M60 over M249. That would be really the only one. What's the best way to get the big horn? Well, just go on the internet and search for it. No.
Construction initiated.
The big horn is from legendary,
From highlighted
so it
doors.
will only come from legendary bosses. You can get it from the strongholds, but also you can get it from summit. One of the more farmable ways for it. So you could just do, for instance, especially for instance on the weeks where DUA is the legendary weekly, you could likely matchmake quite a bit for it. But also floor 10 in Summit. The boss floors in Summit are kind of farmable. Or you can kind of repeat them over and over again, get the loot, and then basically reset back down to the lobby. And you can kind of farm floor 10 on legendary that way. That's likely the fastest way to get it, but you need at least well, either if you're doing it in a group setting, a group that can deal with legendary summits, or if you're solo, you need to deal with legendary summit.
Console.
But effectively what you do is reach floor 10, you don't even need to be on legendary till floor 10, and then you kill the boss. The one boss that spawns on floor 10. You grab his loot, you leave one enemy alive, and then you can fast travel back to the lobby from the menu, and then you can go back up. That way, basically, you're getting over and over again, you're getting the boss, but you're just not completing the room, so your checkpoint doesn't move forward. So, and I'm just gonna think the boss room here is actually easier now that we have 2 waves.
Difficulty rating.
I didn't grab ammo?
Target.
Really?
Room selected. Difficulty rating.
My SMG is almost empty. Because I forgot to grab ammo.
Console active.
I think I'm just gonna buy
Supply
SMG
station
ammo.
activated.
So much currency, might as well. Actually, special ammo, high velocity. Gonna put some high velocity in my pistol. Yeah, let's get the blitz rate up 1. Here, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, so we got, in the end, we had
Entering new
5
location. Difficulty rating. Medium.
medium rooms. But yeah, we're even here with a forced, even if I take an easy,
Hostile construction initiated.
still make it. Actually, I'm not sure.
Constructing hostile combatant.
But I'm not going to, so. How about I send out some camps? I consider doing my jab. It was a little too late. Kill that guy.
Console
Pretty big pesty
online.
stack going around, so don't kill everybody else. It's like steady on the 3. So actually in this loop, so yeah, we went up to 6 even, but we had the one, because even if we get one more, or well, this is the last pick, so this is gonna be 96. So we'll have the Nemesis patch, hopefully.
Medium.
Gonna knock on wood because it can still be taken from us. But not Nuts by not giving us enough target rooms.
Construction initiated. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
Let's kick some ass. Can't hit what I can't see.
I pray that you all catch on fire. Am I doing prayers right?
Console online.
Sticking a leg around. Bench twos. Oh man. We're not doing too bad.
Room selected. Difficulty rating.
But yeah, we'll
High
have
value
loop 8.
target.
And then Nemesis. Might actually go and finish up to loop 10. Get the tier 1 patch right away with it as well.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors. Constructing hostile
Yeah,
combatant.
that works out time-wise. Because also, yeah, we'll likely go for another hour here. Because after I need to go do some shit. But I'll be back in the evening. Saw that coming from a mini map away. And a few salvages here and there triggering, helping out. These guys again. Wants to set his special ammo. That's all he wants to do. There's a medic in the back here. That's really the only way hyenas have overheal is there's a medic on the field. I think I already killed him in the middle there. Oh wait, second exotic. I think I'm just gonna take bullet hell. Adaptive is pretty good too, but bullet hell goes brr. Empty out the store. Nah. Actually, no, not with bullet hell. It's annoying, but the pistol. Oh no, it does actually. With the weapon damager. Yeah. Let's keep. And then from here on out, it doesn't matter. So I'm actually just gonna take easy rooms, just to go quicker. Because once we're on loop 8, it's
Entering new
over.
room. Difficulty
But yeah,
Easy.
we ended up with 6. So yeah, one more medium room, I would have not gotten that.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from
One more
highlighted
forced
doors.
medium, and we wouldn't have gotten that.
Constructing hostile
And that was
combatant.
actually, we were like pretty far ahead, but then yeah, loop 5 and 6 actually had a bunch. Shouldn't sit up on the door if I don't know what faction we're fighting, especially with these guys, for instance.
Vital signs critical.
Preservation roll. Preserve me. That's also why this isn't the safe spot for ventilation. It's in that side.
Console available.
Vindictive. I normally would take some extras or optimize. Let's actually take this optimized. Very good. And we're at 100% Nemesis. Also, this will likely be a pretty easy Nemesis fight.
Entering new location. Difficulty rating. Easy.
There's definitely something to be said for
Hostile construction
fighting the Nemesis
initiated.
late and then
Hostiles
having a
constructing.
much easier time, especially if
Hostile
you're
spawn from
like doing it
highlighted
for the
doors.
first few times. You don't need to per se fight him on loop 4. Or after loop 4. Because he is much easier way later. Mostly because we can scale a lot better than the Nemesis can. Really? Just on the tiniest sliver? Where did this wave sponsor? Oh yeah, bullet down. Like trying to reload the whole time. It's like, why isn't it reloading?
Console online.
Assault rifle, targeted loot does not matter at all for Bighorn. So yeah, if because that's basically that's spreading misinformation. The loot comes from a specific source. It has a very specific setting for it. It does not come from targeted loot. You can actually be target farming for something else. That's actually the recommendation. But the target loot is not something that matters for the Bighorn. Also, much more importantly, legendary. Like, it's kind of missing from your... That's missing from one of your... Like, what you're trying to explain there. But yeah, it drops from the bosses. Targeted loot does not matter for that. It does not come from targeted source. So yeah. And then also legendary. Very importantly, legendary.
Initiated. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
But the target loot does not affect that drop. That's also why, for instance, going to the DZs when it is like AR targeted doesn't help with, Bighorn or Eagle Bearer or stuff like that. That's not coming from targeted source. The targeted loot of it is completely irrelevant. Even though still every time there's ARs on on there, I even see a bunch of like people that should know better, a bunch of YouTubers and stuff in there. And like having even titles of like, let's go farm the Eagle Bearer because it's ARs and the these.
Console online.
It's fucking 2025.
Supply station activated.
Ow. Because I'm guessing you didn't mean to set that to spread misinformation, but yeah, always check your information before sharing it. And sometimes things that seem obvious like that, like yeah, you would think targeted loot would matter, but it doesn't. As it seems logical, but logical is not per se always how the real world or video games work.
Room selected. Difficulty rating easy. Constructing hostile combatant. Hostile construction initiated.
We bring them.
Wait, where are you? Oh, there.
Console online.
That one I was snuck by. Let's have another obliterate. Bump into our damage. Kill faster. Second exotic is helping out a lot. That always helps a bit. Indeed. If there are for getting the Overdog's glove, I can dismantle the one I got from Battle Pass. Likely until we get the stretch goals, likely no.
High value target.
Which is kind of annoying, and they shouldn't be doing it as well.
Initiated.
But they are, so.
Hostiles constructing.
Because no, last season it worked in the same way, so the expectation is that's going to be this season as well. Where, yeah, you just get one from the season pass, and then on the stretch goals, they're in the stretch goal caches, or the swarm caches that we had last time around. Or the Brooklyn caches the time before that. And then the next season, it'll be in targeted loot. So at least that part they're nowadays doing correct, where after the season, it'll just be in targeted loot. So they don't need to do anything special for it. So you get... You go away. Don't want to push too far that way. I want to kind of be over here. Oh, actually, wasn't that door right? What's this? I want to catch this door as it spawns. For a second there, I was like, wait, elites already? Wait, that can't be. But no, that guy was just on fire. This is the purple rusher or red rusher, but on fire. Again? What is it with these bosses and their spatial ammo? Ah.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent deceased.
That is it with the bosses and their special ammo. Yeah.
We got some payback today.
That one didn't feel good. But yeah, I got caught out by the shock and the annoying spawns. This was about the worst spawns that you could have here. Oh well. Yeah. Well, we don't have enough time to go again. Now we'll try in the evening. Anyway, we were on set for. We're set to go for the Nemesis on that or the Nemesis patch on that one. Basically, just had literally just that boss room, and then the Nemesis fight. And the Nemesis fight would have been easy because they wouldn't have had shotgun rounds.
Facility detected. Combat simulation program active.
Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Oh, but I want to give him the sash. Yeah. It's gonna be at the end of the season. You'll have some chances. The dangers of special ammo and bosses. Oh well. Oh Lord. Yeah. Well, so it still would have been fine if I wasn't flanked there. It was both things. So, yeah. But that's the challenge of it, right? Like, hey, you also need to get there. Don't count your eggs before they're hatched.
Priority objective available.
Don't count your keener kills till you've made sure you've killed them. Yeah, let's actually grab a priority objective so Anna shuts the F up. Let's see, actually. Trying to get activity. We'll take a capital then. Just make sure Anna shut up. Yeah, let's take this back to base. So maybe swap over to second account for the Nah, let's actually go do another Camp White Oak real quick. I kind of want to see if just running. Although actually, before we leave this character, let me just turn this back to reanimated. You should have had that on for in there, so the levels we got there would be with stars. Or saying, yeah. I mean, yeah, I maybe should have gone that route. But yeah, I didn't want that for the Nemesis. It would have been a healing hive. I could have dealt with a healing hive, actually. But yeah. I should have just gotten out of dodge the second I tapped that shock rounds. I thought I could just hold that position, but also that position was not holdable. Yeah, let's go with this character real quick. But I really want to see actually if it was reanimate. I'm just gonna run this character. I'm just gonna run invaded
Automated external
version
defibrillators have been
of
deployed by hostiles. Area entered.
white thingy. The Camp White Oak for the time trial. I can toggle it here. Oh, but I'm gonna run it with the modifier or with the modifier instead of the global event. I don't want to see if, like, yeah, is really that one just that longer? Or did I just really not pay attention yesterday? That's not where I was going. Yeah.
We need you to secure a skyscraper.
That one didn't
This
feel
may
good
take
at
a
all.
while. Hope you cleared your
But
schedule.
it is what it is. And I have it going to Summit instead. Yeah, remember the part where I said like, it's not, we still have to get there, we still have to finish it. Yeah, that came back and bit us in the buttocks. I remember one other time we were on the Nemesis patch as well. That was last season, I think. And at loop 8, we had it again, kind of like that. Just we had the percentages and everything worked out, and then I deltaed on loop 8 on the loading screen to loop 8. So, or well, I don't remember if it was delta or just a crash or something like that. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try. So the normal version is like a 9-minute mission, even if you kind of are not going super fast. Is the invaded one just so much slower? I just want to see. Yeah, let's take sanitation. We'll use it in some of the bigger fights.
Black Tusk attacked the camp before we could finish going through everything they left behind when they extracted Ellis. That suggests there's information here that Black Tusk doesn't want us getting our hands on. So we need to get our hands on it.
Enemy transmission intercepted.
This is Schaefer. Change of plans. I've sent in some new candidates for my unit to oversee
Notice
cleanup. Give them
it won't show up. It won't show the timer. But if you complete it in time, it counts. For the projects, it always has the even though it specifically says it doesn't and stuff, or well, it says like should be on non-invaded. You can do, for instance, the same for the content creator ones, and for some of them it's a little bit easier. For instance, space admin invaded is actually much easier than the normal variant. And this one, I'm just curious, actually, yeah, if this mission is like really 4 minutes longer on invaded, it doesn't feel like it. There's a bunch of this waiting for the choppers to come down.
Intercepted.
Even then.
Tails. Got eyes on a group of JTF hostiles by the helipad. Wait a sec. I'm not seeing any weapons. Battlefield forensics.
We're gonna do the invaded or the
But
non-invaded
zero
in
have
like
cardboard
less than
boxes.
10.
But we can't have any of our stuff walking out of there.
Copy that. Engaging. I'll start from the right, sis.
Fuckers.
Manhunts might not. I don't know. Usually manhunts also do, because we could do like in the past for Stranded and stuff. I've done the Kelso one, for instance, instead of the intended one, or just, you know, the normal version. That might be different here. Also, it might be different per project. We'll see here as well. I would expect all of the projects to behave the same. Also, I'm just even more so like even beyond the project, because I'm done with the event anyway. I have all the I have all the rewards. But more interested, like, is my memory of this mission really that different from reality? I feel both of the invaded and non-invaded is just like around the same time. The invaded, definitely some of the boss fights are more annoying because of the sniper in the back. 2 times in a row.
Movement over there. Copy.
Enemy contact!
One shot.
On approach. They're gonna flank. Yes.
Really?
This is Knife. The USMC facility is clean. Moving to the next target. Negative. Hold there. You've got a division element headed your way. This is the real test. Leave it to me, sir.
Because they have like extra wave here and stuff. Can I save my sanitation? Yeah.
This is tails. All targets down.
I hate it when you do that creepy twin shit.
Yeah, they're going for the flank.
Push back on that. I got him.
They're already in front of me. So make that guy gone more so than this guy. And where's your owner? It's an annoying not to have the timer up.
What's your status? Just reached the lake house. Work fast. You got trouble
Should
headed
have
your
actually
way.
grabbed
Nothing
the
I can't handle,
stopwatch.
boss. Yeah, I hear that a lot from folks that end up dead a few minutes later. Spare me the
Let's
swagger
trigger
and
it
prove you
here.
can get results.
Who got shields? Oh, the turret. I forgot to destroy the turret. What's shooting me back?
Support station deployed.
Try to kill those two reds first so that the chopper comes in much more early. So min-max him. First two enemies here is going to be the Warhounds, right? So likely won't be able to save my sanitation. Oh no, I should. Oh yeah, no, that this wave. But I'm gonna go and cool down here. It's for stacks.
System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
It's funny how invested I am actually in just trying to go fast. I mean, actually, yeah, I could likely go a little bit faster with like, yeah, just running a full red striker or something, but I'm going plenty fast.
Talk to me, Loot. How's it going at the lake house? Just wrapped up. All clear. Well, good timing. Your party's about to get crashed. We'll be ready.
Hi, I'm the party crasher.
Fuck me.
Okay. Because you asked so nicely. Somebody's dead, right?
Sis, we've got multiple armed hostiles approaching from the southwest. Looks like JTF. I see them. I'll follow your lead. Let's give them another 15 meters so they'll be stuck in the open. Copy that.
Douglas was that could have because that mission can be fast, but depends how quickly you clear it out.
My entire unit is out of action.
Because you don't see your timer, but you can compare it. Because for instance, yesterday I went over. That was my issue yesterday.
I'll put us down.
I'm gonna save my sanitation for the next boss fight.
Support station ready.
No, let's actually take it here and see if we can
Division agent.
get it all the way there. Nice of that rusher to give me a speed boost. Ah, yeah, these choppers have some weight to them and stuff, right?
All targets down.
Any word on the
Let
contents
me
of those
in.
boxes?
Assorted documents, including some maps. Also some memory
Let me
sticks and
in.
hard drives.
Good work. Grab it all and scoot on out of there.
Nah, I'm gonna lose it. Grab ammo as well, so yeah, it's fine. I'll have it for the boss fight again.
Contact imminent. Everyone get
I
ready.
did have to beat
Remember
one
your
of you
assignment.
guys.
Extracting the stuff in those boxes is the priority.
Oh,
Too late.
barely
They're
made it
almost
out
on
of
us.
range. Nice. Overheal off of you.
Taking this.
Sniper, no sniping.
I need backup.
For a second there, I read Harper as herpes.
Get a hold of yourself. Focus on the mission.
She's called head and she has. Fuck you too, Doug. Shocking me. Been shocked enough today.
What the hell's going on over there?
My sister is down.
Sorry to hear it, but stick to the mission. Do you copy?
Fuck the mission. These fuckers are gonna pay.
Do not deviate from the objective, Tails. Am I understood? Fuck.
Can't remain here.
What did you do?
Let's go.
Last one. Yeah, there's a bunch of this. Yeah, maybe this does take. Oh well, yeah, no, this invaded definitely
Anybody
takes
copy?
longer.
Anyone? What a shit show.
I know, I already see the
Total washout.
exotic cache
You
from
want
it,
me to
so
rebuild the unit? Stop sending me
did,
fucking
yeah.
clowns. Now, if you'll excuse
my time
me,
there?
I'm gonna go shoot myself in the
12:26,
fucking
okay.
head.
yeah, so this
Sounds like
mission is
you
like, yeah,
appreciate
2 minutes
feelings.
longer invaded.
Good work.
So, well doable in the invaded, so you could do it invaded and get also progress towards the weekly, which is a bunch of invaded. But with all of these, even though, yeah, it specifically says you can't do it like on the other mission modes, just completing the mission, usually in any form, does count.
Safe area detected.
In the past, for leagues, it wouldn't. You would need to be on the exact one. But ever since, like, the time trials have been in this project form, they complete. They complete correctly.
Hello there.
Let's actually maybe round it out there, and I'll have a little bit of extra time as well, or I need to go do some things.
Thanks for
But then, of course, yeah, I'll be around back in the evening. And yeah, this evening we'll although actually in a little bit, I don't have that tab open anymore, but Tempest video is gonna go up at 6. Still need to make a thumbnail for it. But that'll be easy enough. And then yeah, this evening, so yeah, the descent guide is likely going to be my next kind of, we need to finish this one. So yeah, actually I'm going to just work on this one the most in the coming times. But before we go fully into that, yeah, we'll actually do the, because these ones are easy, but we'll just do this evening. Add in just the text and stuff for these. So we're going to add in Heartbreaker. We're going to add in Streamline to the wrong text guide. Also, actually in the Discord, I'm going to put out a call for if people have other ones. And then actually, yeah, this evening we'll help clean up some of this stuff that is still PTS stuff in here or marked as PTS. We'll just give it a double check and then just help these guys out with it looking a little bit better. I already worked a little bit on it earlier today. But yeah, that's all more for in the future. Let's see, actually, likely, I'm going to guess, usually Toasty's up by now. And for once, actually, I can rate Toasty and he's not just about to finish. the way that usually happens. Because usually we end up around the same time or end on around the same time. Seems to be doing bank. I'm guessing just weekly or something. But yeah, we'll send everybody, of course, to Toasty. Yeah, I'll be back in the evening. It's going to be around, likely this evening we'll start around, likely maybe even an hour early. I might be able to. We're going to work on those kind of things. I'm likely going to be on second account a bunch. I actually want to move around a bunch of builds there. We'll do that as well this evening. And then maybe jump into div1 as well for an hour or two. I would love to do that. Yeah, but that's for in the future. Let's go raid our breaded friend, our slightly toasted friend. But yeah, enough yapping for me. Thank you all for joining me. Let's go all say hi to Toasty. I'll be back. I was about to say I'll be back tomorrow, the way I normally. No, I'll be back in a little bit. Basically in at 9 p.m. Brain doesn't want to brain anymore. Which is in some hours. I was trying to say in this many hours, man. But yeah, I hope to catch some of you then. But for now, as always, have a good day.